Chicago is no stranger to corruption. When it comes to this police department, it seems every time something goes down, they try to work their way out of it one way or another. And here recently, the people have been taken to the streets en masse. I say as it gets warmer, you're going to see more of this. People upset because of the Laquan McDonald situation and many other things. We've talked about how the warehouse thing came into play, where these black houses, these dark houses, where they would take individuals and keep them for sometimes days for questioning before even ever reaching the station, or sometimes never reaching the station. Being questioned, being held, no warrants, no reason. And here now we have another level shining through out of all this corruption. And it is officers that were involved in an investigation basically trying to dodge the bullet by retiring. And this all goes back to an officer that, you guessed it, was the nephew of the former mayor that killed someone. Has anybody ever heard about this? Well, this individual and his whole crew decided to do what they normally like to do and get away with, and that's watch each other's backs and cover things up. And they got pretty much nailed in this situation. The officer pled guilty in 2014 to involuntary manslaughter, but what they did is they said, hold on, this guy had help covering this up. So they launched an internal investigation. Well, it seems that when they do an internal investigation, all these guys got to do is jump ship and retire, and it seems they're safe. Well, until a lot of people start talking about it. Because two of these guys are receiving at least $100,000 a year, retired now, and potentially involved in covering up the murder of a 21-year-old man that was punched in the face, put in a coma, and died 11 days later. So if they had a part in this, whether they're retired or not, if they're guilty, they're guilty. And a lot of people upset that these guys are just sitting in the shade, have blood on their hands, and they feel that they need to pay for it one way or another. So, I'm letting it be known this is another situation coming out of Chicago involving the police department and corruption. The people, like I said, still calling for Rahm Emanuel to step down. And until something gives there, I predict the people are going to continue to hit the streets en masse and especially vent their anger toward Rahm Emanuel. But I wanted to let it be known this is another case, another situation here where officers trying to avoid the corruption, this time simply by retiring and slipping off into the shadows. But as long as people talk about it, voice their opinions, and don't let it just slip into the shadows, something can be done about it. So I'll leave a link. It's about accountability. It's been Dabu7. Peace.